baby.
Hello, Brian.
I was just leaving you a message.
I wanted to surprise you.
Well, you succeeded.
Liam Neeson, welcome to Top Billing. I tweeted a while ago that I was coming to Paris to interview you, and all of your fans replied back to me with this one tweet that's going around. I don't know if you read it, it's hysterical. It says, he trained Batman, Obi-Wan, and Darth Vader. He's both Aslan and Zeus, and he punches wolves. Why would you want to kidnap his family?
That's very good.
So now we're back with Taken 2. Why would anyone want to kidnap your family?
Revenge, actually, for the devastation my character created in the first one. Certain gangs in Albania are famous for their dedication to revenge if they've been wronged. And that's how our Taken 2 kind of starts off, with these Albanians pledging revenge, come hell or high water. So thrills and spills ensue after that.
What I thought was quite impressive, really, in the movie was very close action scenes. So there was punching and fighting and strangling and breaking necks. I mean, it was obviously quite physically demanding.
Yes.
Did you do specific training for this movie in particular, or the training that you've had throughout your life and career?
Yes, I've done quite a bit of that over the years, and it all comes in handy. I keep pretty fit as a rule, but for this one, no, there was very, very specific fighting style I had to learn, which was difficult because I'm a large person, so to choreograph these fights that were very, very close contact, hand to hand, it was strenuous and it was hard.
If somebody had to cross you in a dark alley one day, they'd come off second best, hey?
All these wonderful masters of jiu-jitsu and boxing and wrestling and stuff, they always say the same thing. Check where the exit is. If a fight starts, leave.
Yeah.
Just walk away. You're not being a coward. So that's what I would do. You know.
But Brian had the same kind of discipline in the film. He gave the baddies and the gangsters the option to walk away.
Yes.
And yet they didn't.
No, they didn't.
You know this man? He was my son.
I killed your son because he kidnapped my daughter.
So Brian faces almost a moral dilemma because he's such a good man, such a good father, and yet...
He's trying to be.
He's a killer.
He is, I think, but that's his training, you know. I've been fortunate to meet a couple of these men who are still serving in active duty for their respective countries. And they're normal guys with families and married with kids and stuff. But when they go into that mode, they become machines. There's absolutely no room for emotion whatsoever. It's quite frightening.
Drop the gun down the vent.
They're here. They're coming.
Drop the gun, Kim, and run. Go.
Brian has to tell his daughter this and say, like, you know, it's what I do.
Yeah.
So how does that relationship play out?
Hopefully it comes across in the movie that he does reach a crossroads where he's fed up being a killing machine, and he wants to be still a good father and, you know, hopefully get back together with his ex-wife and just give up this horrible life that he's had to live.
Istanbul. In Taken 1, it was obviously throughout Paris. Taken 2 was Istanbul. What a beautiful place. What was it like filming there?
It was, it presented certain challenges, not least the old part of the city that we shot in. I mean, the streets are 4 meters wide, something like that, you know, and an industry of humanity, people going about their business, their shops, selling stuff. Meanwhile, we're trying to shoot a car sequence going up the street. And the people just said, well, okay, you do your film, but I'm tending my shop. It was treacherous sometimes, but these people just gave the film, you know, it wasn't CGI stuff, it wasn't a set. It was streets that were thousands of years old, and these people were, you know, it was the real deal. They didn't come from central casting. So that enriches the film. It gives it a real texture, you know. And a beautiful city. And wonderful people, very, very gracious, kind, wise.
Certainly very colourful, and it was great to watch. Thank you so much for chatting to us, and well done on a great movie. And you can kick James Bond's.
I have to bring your mom back.
What are you going to do?
What I do best.
Get your tickets to Top Billing's exclusive Taken 2 screenings in Cape Town and Joburg. Details on our website.